Okay, so I'm back because I got cut off last time and I wanted to continue talking because that's who I am. So yeah, this is just a feeling that I'm feeling, and it is gonna end. Like, it's not gonna be forever. Now, in the past, I did kind of believe it was gonna last forever because I held on to it. I kept holding on to it because I kept pushing it away, which is such a weird dichotomy, but that's what's happening. That's what happened. So I relax and I feel the feeling, like, okay, and it's gonna change, and I know that because it has, right? Because I now have the experience of that, whereas before I didn't really have the experience of that because I held on so tightly to all of that. I just let that stop me completely. I'm gonna turn right. So yeah, that's that. And there was something else I wanted to say that I can't very well remember. Woo! Didn't see the curb. So right onto Oak Street. Okay, let's go right onto Oak Street. Yeah, so I'm on my way to my therapist. Well, not my therapist, because I need to get a new therapist. My real therapist died like 2 years ago, and I have been very hesitant to find somebody else because I was with her for 15 years, and that's a tough thing. It's just tiring to have to build up another rapport. Feel the feeling, right? Feel the feeling. Christina Street? No, that's not where I am. That's not where I want to be. Is that? I just said I want to. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah, you're pretty bored with this one. Feeling the feeling, letting go, having to take a left here. I think. Stay right. I really should just do the opposite of what I like. When I think I go left, I'm supposed to go left. I should just be sure that that's wrong and I should go right. But of course, the one time I do that, it's going to be, I will have been right. So, oh, sorry guys, I got distracted. Yeah, the other thing is, so I'm going into the woman who prescribes, but she's sort of my therapist, right? She prescribes my medication, and we're taking my blood pressure because we want to experiment with another medication. That's a green light. I should probably stop. There we go. With another medication to help me focus, because with what I have bipolar 2, right? So I'm on medication for mood stabilization and for depression, and that helps so much. Like, some people are so freaked out by the idea of taking medication, and I'm freaked out by the idea of not taking medication, because I have had both experiences, and whatever the problems with medication come along with, they're worth it. But one of the things that happens with bipolar 2 disorder, and I'm sure bipolar disorder, but bipolar 2, because it's a lot easier to deal with, anyway, is racing thoughts. And one of the ways that my therapist put it today, she's like, a patient said this to her, and it resonated with her, so she said it to me, and it was like, yes! It's like, I feel like I have a bunch of tabs open on my browser in my head. Like, yes, that's exactly what I feel like. Construction. So it's just like last night I didn't get to sleep, and granted, part of it is because of I had coffee afternoon, and that is never a good thing, because I am highly reactive to coffee, very jittery, and it does not help with my anxiety. And yet I continue to drink it. And the funny thing is, I never really liked it. I don't even really like it. Okay, this is going to go off on complete different tangents. Stay straight. I like coffee now, but I like making coffee more than I like drinking coffee. Like, I'll make coffee for myself, and then I'll have a few sips, and that's it. And I think that goes back to my childhood when I used to really love, like, my mother and my father, right? Especially my mother, though. Well, my mother and father both really liked Sanka, right? Sanka, I mean, like, it was, you know, a scoop full of Sanka, put it in, and, you know, put the hot water on, and a little bit of milk. And that was, for some reason, I loved doing that for my mother. I always wanted to do it for her. And I think that's where it got this, like, obsession with making coffee, but not necessarily drinking it, comes from. But anyway, yeah, so coffee makes me jittery. It gives me, like, it just, like, it's like a times 10. It's like a 10x, right? And I couldn't get to sleep last night because my mind was just racing with all these thoughts. And it's like, not those like before you fall asleep thoughts, you know what I mean? It's those, where am I going? Am I in the right place? I'm late. Turn right onto Winchester Street. Okay. And blah, blah, blah. So yeah, my thoughts were racing last night. I didn't get to sleep until like 4:30. I'm not quite sure. Last time I looked at the clock, it was like 4. And yeah, so that was an issue. But I'm going in right now to get my blood pressure taken because one of the potential side effects of one of the medications I'm on is hypertension. And I've always had pretty low blood pressure. I don't think it's been a problem because I've been on this medication for a while and I still have low blood pressure. But she's going to take my blood pressure because the medication she wants to put me on for concentration also has that risk. So she's going to, you know, that's she wants to do that to make sure that I'm going to be okay, or, you know, to reduce